Well, it's going to be hard to play out the laning phase, I reckon, for D plus Kia this time around on the bottom side of the map. I think that Varisheimer have so much power and control in that lane. We'll just have to see whether the nameplates are going to come into effect in that regard, or whether there's just a stray monkey that decides to ruin their day.
Could be the case. Post 6, we have seen Vi be pretty successful in locking down Wukongs, of course being able to follow even past a clone.
On the ground.
Emus.
Emus, they're Australian. They're also big enough not to worry about a fox. They could just boot a fox in the head, I think.
Pulbe dead?
Pulbe is in a heck of a lot of trouble. He's going to get charmed back. The flash was decent, but not enough. And in fact, probably shouldn't have been invested there. That is going to be first blood going over to Ivory. This is fantastic for Breon. It's going to mean that Bro unable to augment their kill score at all, and D plus Kia walk away just fine. Ooh, that charm was beautiful from Ivory, and Spirit Rush is going to mean that. Oh, never mind. Okay, karma things happening as he just flashes and picks up the kill. What is this? I am feeling very good about the fact that I did reinstate in people's minds that you owe us an anime dance. Yeah. And I believe also that Pura knew exactly what they were asking. As in we go, we've got a bit of a fight. Cyclone comes down, Chains of Corruption in answer, really nicely. But there is still a Wild Growth that's going to be available. The defensive cooldown's very, very high. Doiv is just going to go down. No ceasing and desisting for D plus Kia this time. And that is going to be a couple of kills, or at least one kill.
Just one kill.
I thought it was so much action. There was so much action compared to the rest of the game, Chronicler. So much action.
Let's go. We got him.
Hey, look, Shirley also dived towards the turret, as you could see. Man, I got a little bit scared because we raised our voices so high. I'm like, are we going to wake the neighbors? And then I realized we're in a studio, and I'm not at home.
Studio. It's giving me flashbacks to Worlds 2021 when I had a mattress up against my wall to make sure I didn't wake my neighbors, and I had to do my Gen.G rants because I was really mad at them. And I couldn't actually raise my voice because I was afraid that they were going to like bang the walls or call the police.
You also said rectical, which I think is absolutely hilarious. I don't know why. It's not a real word.
Is it not?
No, reticle. It's just reticle.
Okay, well,
but rectical is, it's brilliant. Anyway, Thanatos is going to hop over the wall, quite literally, because that's the name of the ability. Wild Growth not going to save him this time, as that is Piercing Arrow from Gumin. So, even like all things should, as Ivory dives for, it's a really nice charm, but no follow-up onto Rahel there, unfortunately. Cyclone is going to be the response here from Lucid, and now it could be the certification moment. The first kill for the Zeri does come in. Not going to certify it, however, because a lot of it was just Lucid playing some real good Monkey King.
Lucid's play there was so... I hope we get a replay of that. I want you to pay attention to the fact that he initially looks like he gets engaged on, then sidesteps, and then goes in for the re-engage when Breon's guard is down. This is just rude.
Why is Pulbe doing so much damage? He has no damage items at all. I guess he's hitting Polu, who's, you know, just not exactly the tankiest guy. Well, Doiv does have a decent angle here. Can get over the wall.
They know.
Possibly. Lucid going to move on in there, and yeah, you can see Doiv feeling like he's been spotted out. All right, Thanatos has hit that Mega Nut. This is the window here for D plus Kia to try and find something. Boulder is going to connect there as Thanatos just gets himself out. Yeah, in we go. Q's going to be charged up. Wants to go for the 50-50. There it is. Early smite to come through from Lucid. But can they win the fight is the question. As D plus Kia looking for their angle, not being too hasty about it, as you can see. And Lucid's looking to try and get this flank angle. Rahel is behind him. He can skate on over. He can land here at any time. They're looking to try and split up the fight as they dive on forward. Rahel, no one's there for him to hit. The rest of the team, though, is still winning out the fight. What's going on here, Chronicler? They've got all of these augmentable champions, but it seemed like the enhancers were just enhancing each other and still winning the fight. This is so dumb.
What can you do? No one dies. You just keep on trucking, Rahel.
Yep, I think Gumin, he's defecting. He's out of here. Fine. He's like, this G plus Kia team, they're all right. They're able to get the execution very nicely done.
Gets the next Drake, which by that point, I don't think Dumb should get that.
Fire Soul's pretty cool as Lucid gets over the wall, but is it enough to save him is the question. Wild Growth says absolutely yes, as it seems like he's just unkillable. Doiv is likely dead and is going to be going down, but can they get more is the question. Ivory, fantastic charm as the flash forward from Lewis, you said something about critical mass, or at least one of us did, and we're getting real close to that because that's an Infinity Edge in his pocket, and you can see he's not afraid to use
I think
it.
that's game.
It may just be.
Ended.
All right.
That's it.
That seems like somewhat of an anticlimax, but all of a sudden it's an 8,000 gold lead as well, Chronicler. This game just fell out of Breon's hands without them even really noticing. It was a sleight of hand victory here by D+ Gear.
I don't think you can call it sleight of hand when it takes 20 minutes out of us.
27 minutes, in fact. As Ivory's looking to run this one out, but he's going the wrong direction, and that is going to be him falling down. Just tidying up some loose ends here on their side. And I'm not entirely sure who to vote for. I'm gonna go with Lucid again.
All right.
Because I think his Wukong was absolutely fantastic.
I'm going to go with Full Bay.
Yeah, for the disgusting karma play.
I don't want to, but I feel like I have to.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably going to get it, but something happened, and I'm incapable of voting for karmas.
It's a personal thing.
Yeah, I think there were a couple of years ago where there was just too many, and they
you've
were
never
so
gotten
strong,
over it.
and they were definitely the reason why their team was winning, but it felt so bad. You know?
Yeah, they don't feel like a very high... The most high-impact moment in the entire game we got was the 1v1. Look at that damage. Oh,
yep.
Actually, no, the Karma
the
part,
Karma's doing way
not
too much
okay, damage. But the Zeri doing the most damage, I'm sure like 3k of that came from like the final fight after he got IE. Roughy for Breon. We did see them get a little bit of an early gold lead, but as expected, I think Damwon then did everything they could, keeping really good track of where Dorif was, not contesting when it didn't need to. And it's not fun, it's not interesting, but it's the best way to play out the game in that scenario because you know, if you can get to free items on Zeri with this comp, you can do it anyway. And in hindsight, you know, maybe it should have been the Lucid vote again because I think his team fighting sense was together with Pule was one of the biggest difference makers. And I can't get over how cool it is to me that we have a mid-jungle duo that is as good as they are on B+.
Yeah.
Right? Like, going
and in
back,
Challenger as well. Like,
yeah.
These guys are playing absolutely LCK level League of Legends, especially Lucid's performance today was just amazing. You own a team that doesn't exactly have the greatest roster in the LCK. You're like, oh man, that's ridiculous. It's 404. Understanding not found, I guess.
I was on board with Lucid. I was on board.
What?
I was on board with my boy Pool Bay. Of all the pogs for Zeri, this is definitely one of them.
This is definitely one of the Zeri POGs. That is absolutely true.